Hey everybody, Gabe Suarez here. We're going to talk about the manual of arms for the CZ-75, okay? A lot of the skills that you developed with other platforms transfer straight across to this. It does have some nuances that we want to address. Okay, so the first thing, the status check of the weapon. Some people call it a chamber check, some people call it a press check. I don't care. I don't get caught up in semantics. Basically, you want to check and make sure that this is ready to go to battle before you stick it in your belt and go off into the world, okay? With a red dot pistol, or a green dot pistol in this case, you need to check three things. You need to check that the dot is functional and working. You need to check what's in the chamber. You need to check what's in the magazine, okay? Now, I am an advocate of co-witnessing. What this means is that as I point in and I look at this, my green dot is sitting right on top of the dot of the front sight. For me, that gives me a 10-yard zero, which is what we advocate here. And now everybody on the internet is pretending they invented the concept. Okay? There's people that don't believe in co-witness. You have to have co-witness if you're going to carry this on the street. So that in the morning when you get up, you look at your sight picture and go, yep, that dot is exactly where it needs to be. If you have your sight picture over here and your dot is over here, something went wrong. You can't rely on this pistol to go forth into the street. You need to get one of the other ones out of the safe and then go and fight, okay? So co-witness, check the dot. All you do is you bring it up, you point, you go, yep, the dot's there. The second thing that you do, and for this you need to thumb cock the hammer. It's the easy way to do it, so just do it, okay? Either come up underneath like this and check the chamber. Okay, in this case I'm unloaded, okay? You can do this, okay? Analogous to the old press check, okay? The edge of your finger right on top of the 507K, your thumb on the hammer, all right? And then just took, pinch check like that, okay? Nice and simple. Verify what's in the chamber. The last thing, magazine comes out. This is a training magazine that I developed so that I can put in the pistol, cycle the slide all day long, and never lock it back, okay? You check and make sure that it's fully loaded, put it back in the weapon, decock, and then go back to the holster, okay? That's the manual of arms for the status check of the weapon, all right? Proactive manipulations. Let me get a spare magazine here, all right, and put it in my belt, okay? I'm gonna back up a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. And let me change the camera angle slightly, okay? There we go. All right, so I'm pointed in. If I've shot and I need to reload, my hammer's going to be back. I'm not going to go through the whole fight decocking. The only time I decock once the fight started is if the fight is done and now I'm decocking in order to go back into the holster. Otherwise, the hammer stays back and I stay on single action. Okay, so I'm here. I realize that there's a need to reload proactively. I bring the weapon in here. I access the spare magazine. Okay, now there's two ways to do it. I'm going to show you the enhanced way for those that actually have manual dexterity. Excuse me. Hold the magazine like this. Drop this other magazine into the hand. Catch it. Okay? So you're doing this. If you can't do that, don't worry. I'll show you a simpler method a little bit later. Switch the magazines. Regrip. Okay? And now you're ready to go. If there's any doubt, go ahead and work the action. Okay? If this magazine that you just extracted has no more rounds in it, work the action. There's a good chance that you may not have a round in that chamber. Slides do not always lock back on any handgun on the last shot fired, okay? Once you're done here, we establish security. This goes back in a pocket or back in your pouch, and now you're back into the fight, okay? That is a proactive system for status checking and keeping the weapon loaded during the fight, all right?